Welcome to another video lecture on Information Technology Code 402. The topic which we are going to study today is Unit 2 Self-Management Skills, and this is the first session of Self-Management Skills, which is the Unit 2 of Part A Employability Skills. So let's see what we are going to study in this entire unit. In this unit, we are going to study broadly, we are going to study two topics. One is stress management and another one is ability to work independently. In stress management, we are going to study what is the meaning of stress, the importance of stress management, what are the different stress management techniques, that is like physical exercise, yoga, meditation, enjoying going out on vacations and holidays, taking natural walks. The practical session will comprise of preparing a write-up or an essay on experiences during a holiday trip. In the second part, we are going to study the ability to work independently, which will be the next session of this unit. Under this, we are going to study the importance of the ability to work independently, describe the types of self-awareness, describe the meaning of self-motivation and self-regulation. So in this session, we are going to study the meaning and importance of stress management. What are the various techniques of stress management? What is stress? And what are the causes of stress? Enjoying going to vacations and holidays with family and friends, taking nature walks. These are all stress management techniques which we are going to study. Our learning objective in this unit is that you may be able to apply stress management techniques in your day-to-day life and also be able to handle stressful situations. Now, before we study how to manage stress, we must know what stress is and what are its causes. So, stress is a mental reaction to our body experiences due to the demanding circumstance or event that requires immediate action and attention. So, it is both mental and physical reaction when some event requires immediate action and attention. Sometimes you may see that certain incident occurs and you normally become stressful. That is because you have to respond urgently in that situation and also your attention is required. So you cannot just relax in that situation. If some adverse situation arises, then it is obvious that you will be stressful. This reaction initiates our nervous system. The biological reaction takes place inside our nervous system to produce a biological reaction initiates our nervous system to produce adrenaline and cortisol hormone and release it in our blood system. Gradually, it suppresses the functions of our immune, digestive, and reproductive system. So, remember that stress, certain health hazards like suppressing your immune system, digestive system, reproductive system, and so on. So, stress is mostly having a negative impact on the health and mental being of anyone. So these are the two hormones which are released as a result of the reaction or as a result of the stress generated, and these two hormones leads to many problems within our body that are both physical and mental. Therefore, it becomes essential to handle our stress level effectively to keep ourselves physically and mentally fit. So for your mental and well-being, you need to manage stress effectively. What is stress management? Stress management is a process that helps an individual to control stress level by practicing self-care, relaxation, and also impart some techniques to handle stress when it occurs. So, stress management are techniques which are employed or they are practiced so as to relax yourself under stressful situations. These are the techniques to handle stress when that stress occurs. It is a set of techniques and programs intended to help people to deal more effectively with stress in their lives by analyzing the specific stressors and taking positive actions to minimize their effect. So, in order to minimize, you cannot altogether overcome stress, but you can take actions or you can employ certain techniques and programs that will help to minimize the effect of stress. So, stress management, overall, we can say that stress management are techniques and strategies or programs that are helpful in managing or in minimizing the effect of stress. Now, we must know before we manage the stress, we must know the root causes of stress. What are the situations or what are the conditions that causes the stress? The actual cause of stress varies from person to person. So, it is not that stress management techniques are universal. That is because every person is different and the causes of stress in different person is different. For example, one may take the stress as a challenge, the other one may be carried away by the stress. So, a situation may be stressful for an individual, but for the other, it may be considered as a challenge. So, various stressful conditions and situations which plague the mind of many people are called stressors. So, a new term is introduced here which is known as stressors. So, what are stressors? All those reasons or all those situations or conditions that causes stress are known as stressors. So, you must first be able to identify what are stressors and then you may try to overcome them or you may try to avoid the stressors in order to control stress. How are stressors generated? How stressors are generated? Stressors, as we have seen, it is the stimulus that causes stress. So, whatever causes stress, the condition, situation, a person, an individual, or whatever, it can be a living thing, non living thing. So, a stressor can be anything, it can be a stimulus that causes stress. The stressors are generated by our own perception depending on our personal traits, thought process, habits, available resource, and so on. So, the stressors are nothing but a perception of a person. Whatever your upbringing is, whatever is your thought process, a negative person can be stressful, while a positive person can take that as a challenge. So, they are individual traits which decide whether a stressor will irritate him or her or it will boost him or her. So, stressors are specific to people. They depend upon certain traits of people like their upbringing, the resources which are available to them, their capabilities, their habits, and so on. Some people consider financial issues, health problem, conflict in the relationship, job satisfaction as a source of conflict. So there are people who may be worried about money, who may be stressful for earning, some may be stressful about their job, their families, their personal relationships, job satisfaction, and there can be many factors with different people which can be considered as stressors. Some other people become stressful for some mundane issue like a busy schedule, time pressure. Maybe the issue may not be so critical as to cause a stress, but there are some people who are even stressed by some small issues like a busy schedule, time pressure. Actually, when the challenges are greater than our ability to encounter them, we feel stress. Whenever you feel that the challenges which are given to you are greater than your ability to face them, if you are not able to face challenges or you are incapable, then it is likely that one may get stressed. The factors which cause stress. We have seen what stress is, what are the factors which cause stress, they are known as stressors, and what is the meaning of stress management. So, for stress management, you need to know what are the root cause or stressors that cause the stress. Now there can be two type of stress. One is positive stress and the other one is negative stress. The positive stress causes a person to face a challenging situation. So if a stress is positive, some type of stress is required so as to make a person compatible with some challenging situation. A certain amount of tension is helpful for triggering a stimulus to overcome the challenging situation. Every time a situation is posed, a person may feel stressed. But to face challenges also you need to be stressed to up to certain extent, but not after that. So up to a certain extent, stress can be considered as positive because it triggers you to face challenging situations. A certain amount of positive stress, which is known as eustress, is vital to enhance our positive energy. So, if there is a certain amount of positive stress or a stress which can stimulate you to face challenges, that type of positive stress enhances our positive energy and creativity. Whereas negative stress, on the other hand, the negative stress is known as distress, is responsible for all kinds of physical, mental and behavioral problem. So you must try to avoid negative stress which causes physical, mental and behavioral problems, whereas positive stress is always welcome because it leads to a challenging attitude within a person. Now here you can see the various effects of stress. We have seen the physical, mental and behavioral stress arise as a result of negative stress. So physical stress can be diseases, various diseases, failure of organs like heart disease, stroke, blood pressure, headache, migraine, colitis, diabetes, kidney disorder, allergies, asthma, ulcers, breathing problem, and there can be many physical ailments which result out of stress. There are many mental problems which occur or arise due to stress, like depression, apprehension, muddled thinking, indecisions, impaired judgment, negativity, irritability, impatience, etc. And there are certain behavioral problems, the problems with behavior, which are also attributed to stress. One may not able to identify that all these diseases, the mental problems, behavior problems arise out of stress. One may find tablets or medication to overcome them, but the fact is that underlying all these situations is stress. So behavioral problems like increased smoking, drinking, loss of appetite, insomnia, restlessness, loss of sex drive, drinking more and so on, there can be so many things which arise out of stress. So one must try to avoid stress or to manage stress. So that is what we are going to study, how to manage stress. What is the importance of stress management? Why do we need stress management? If we start to live with a high level of stress, it impacts on our mental equilibrium as well as physical health. That is, we have seen earlier that stress impacts both mental and physical being of a person. We distract from a healthy lifestyle, and even a high amount of stress hampers our productivity level also. The ultimate purpose of our life is to enjoy a balanced life with timely work, healthy relationships, relaxation, and fun. That is why effective stress management is essential to handle our stress level efficiently when it occurs, that we can think clearly, perform our professional role productively, and relish healthy life. So, stress management is required to maintain an equilibrium between our mental and physical health, and it also, if you are able to manage stress efficiently, then it will increase your productivity, it will let you enjoy your life more freely. And so let's see what are the various stress management techniques. The strategies of stress management varies from person to person based on individuals stressors. So as I told you earlier that there are different type of people and they may face different things in a different manner. That is, one which is stressful for one person may be a challenge for the other. So it depends upon the individuals, their perceptions, whether any stimulus will cause stress to them or not. The strategies of stress management varies from person to person based on individual stressors. So for different people, there are different stressors, different stimulus which cause stress to them. There are various stress management techniques that can be implemented to handle the stress effectively. So stress management technique also are not applicable universal to all people, but they are customized according to an individual. So some of the useful stress management techniques are, first is time management. If you are able to manage time, if you are able to complete all your activities, all your work on time, then you will be able to minimize the stress in your life. So time limitations can elicit stress in people's life. If the time is not managed properly, then one may face many difficulties, and most of the activities may be overlapping and can aggravate stress. So work schedule sometimes becomes overloaded, which cause some individuals to feel overwhelmed. Sometimes the work schedule is so busy that the person does not find time for other activities like leisure, family, and so on. So he may feel stressed. So in order to manage this kind of situation, one can make a plan of priorities to do the work accordingly. If you are managing your work according to priorities, then you will be able to complete the critical task on time, and then the lower priority works later on. So if the critical task or the more priority works are done on time, then that can minimize your stress. This will help to reduce the stress, and even a manageable schedule which can complete within the time frame. If you are trying to undertake many tasks that cannot be completed within a time frame, then obviously that can lead to stress. Second is self limitation. Knowing your own limitation and to perform your work accordingly helps to alleviate the unnecessary stress. So if you know your limitations, if you are undertaking a task and you know that you can do it, then there is no case of stress building up. Whereas in the case when you know your limitation, you are not estimating your limitation and you are undertaking a difficult work, then that can lead to frustration and development of stress. Creating our own boundaries is essential for healthy stress-free living. If someone is trying to earn 90% marks out of 100, but your capability is up to 60, then in the case of failure that may lead to stress, or to achieve that target without knowing your limitations, that can build up stress. Creating your own boundaries is essential for healthy stress-free living. Boundaries mean we create some internal rules for ourselves to take care of our well-being. Sometimes it is good not to involve in any kind of racing thoughts that may also aggravate stress. Sometimes people observe other people with so many riches and money and other factors which may lead to some kind of build-up of stress, because they may not be able to fulfill the desire. So there must not be a competition or race. If you see, if you should not be, you should not be influenced by other people and get into competitions or racing. So you must build a boundary, or you must know your capabilities and limitations, and then you must decide your target accordingly. It is suggestible to deviate your mind from that kind of thought and you involve yourself with some activities which give relaxation and refreshment to your mind. So setting your limitations, knowing your limitations is very essential before undertaking a task, so that you may be able to minimize or avoid stress. Having a friend circle or a social network is also very important for sharing your ideas, views, for getting support from other people, for building up confidence, and so on. So, you must have good friends and a good social network, so that there may be people to support your ideas and to boost you up, to boost your morale. Reduce the noise. There are many things which distract. Nowadays, the mobile the various applications which are running over the mobile, like the social networking websites. There are so many notifications, and there are so many gadgets which children nowadays use for playing games, listening to music, and so on. All these distract you and build up stress. So it would be very useful if you stay in quietness, and it will help you minimize your stress. Healthy diet. Now, having a healthy body also minimizes the stress or helps in stress management. A healthy balanced diet gives fuel to the body and mind function. It helps us to cope up with any stressful situation. Reducing the consumption of alcohol, caffeine, and sugar is a proven way of decreasing stress or anxiety. So you must avoid the items which are having adverse effect on the body, like alcohol, caffeine, sugar, and so on. These, because they have adverse effect on your body, they build up stress or anxiety. If our body gets proper nutrients, stress can likely occur in our everyday life. So having a healthy diet which contains all the nutrients, vitamins, and minerals, and a clean and hygienic food, that can lead to manage the stress. Exercise. Maintaining a consistent routine exercise is a sign of following a healthy lifestyle. There are many exercises, one can go to the gym or exercise at home, but there must be a specific time and space for exercising, and a person must exercise daily so as to keep a good image about his physical being, and that can also help him overcome many diseases and stay healthy. So, a healthy body and a healthy mind is required for managing stress. Exercise help our body to reduce tensions and relax muscles. Meditation and yoga, these are very important when it comes to stress management techniques. So these techniques like deep breathing exercise, yoga, yogic sleep, meditation, these help us control our physical and mental being. Meditation helps to calm down our body and mind to awaken our inner power. So meditation and yoga are both very essential for stress management. Sleep habits. A sound sleep is also required to increase your mental alertness, memory, and concentration. So, a healthy sleep is required to rejuvenate our. Going on vacations. Sometimes it is very fine to go on vacations or holidays out of a very busy schedule. Following a monotonous or busy schedule can lead to building up of stress. So, you need a break to go on vacation, holidays, visit a distant place, a tourist place, a hill station, and so on, that can help you overcome your stress. Taking natural nature walks. So going on evening and morning walks help us to reduce stress. So these are the various stress management techniques. There is an assignment for you. You have to prepare a write-up about your experiences during a holiday trip. So suppose you went to a holiday, so you have to write down your experiences regarding a holiday trip, and also concerning how it helped you manage your stress. Now these three questions are given to you as a homework. You can find the answers to these questions in the videos by reversing the video. What do you mean by stress management? You have to write this in the homework part of your notebook. What do you mean by stress management? We have seen what stress management means, what is the importance of stress management, and what are the various stress management techniques. So out of the 10 techniques we have discussed, you can write 5 of them, and also you can write any other stress management technique which you feel suitable. Thank you.